Hi Chris, my name's Chris Moranville. We spoke earlier on the phone as well as some emails. Wanted to introduce myself, also introduce the 2011 MKX that I priced out for you. This particular one is called Bordeaux. As Mark showed as we were coming around here, just a little style of the car in the front end and the style cues in the wheels. These are 20-inch wheels. This one has the equipment that we talked about. It has the navigation with the Elite package, which you do have. And it also has the upgrade to the adaptive cruise control, which is going to be good for you in safety-wise, because not only is it safe for the cabin of the vehicle and for any kind of collision sake, if you have the adaptive cruise control, it will slow down the vehicle and increase speed on its own so you can pay more attention to the road, maybe even if you're talking to the family. We have the new remote control here. Mark can get a little close-up. You're going to have your lock, your unlock, your remote to open up the rear hatch, a panic button, and all our cars are going to come standard with the remote start. So by hitting lock and then the remote start twice, it will automatically start up the vehicle. Also, if I have the key in my pocket, so it's on my person, and I come over to the vehicle, all I have to do is just touch right here, and it's going to automatically unlock the car on the driver's side only, and then I can unlock it from the inside for anybody else. Mark will just show you a nice little shot of the vehicle. Now, some of the key features here that just kind of stand off to the vehicle, you're going to have the Lincoln foot pad, so when you get into the car, you're going to have your unlocks. All your power windows and door locks are going to be right as normal onto the left-hand side. Your auto lights, memory 1 and 2. You can power the gate here, so if your wife might have been coming out of the store and you were in the vehicle, you could always hit the button to help her out so she could go right into the car. You can go power steering wheel. It's going to go up, down, out, and in, so that's a complete telescopic steering wheel. Cruise control setup, as well as on the dashboard, it's going to allow you to go through your trip A, trip B in different setups. On the right hand side would be how you could go through your navigation system, everything right hands on, destination, point of interest, and then the buttons down here at the bottom would be for your phone, because again, you can adapt your phone to the car. Someone calls in, shows you on the screen who's calling, as long as they were in your phone book, previous calls, call logs, 911 assist. So if you couldn't respond to the emergency crew, they'd be able to find you by utilizing your phone and the satellite of the vehicle. This car does have the navigation, which we'll show you in just a couple minutes. We'll have Matt get on the other side and we'll just show you the screen. It's going to open our tailgate for us. Here we have our backup sensors, okay, and on the backup sensors, what that's going to do is, as you get closer to something, it's going to go faster, and then when it's one solid beep, you'll be roughly about this far away from something, as well as you'll have a camera so you can see. In the back here, we have a quick release, so if there's no car seat that's here, what you're going to do is just push the button and it kicks down. Now what it does is you have to manually put it back up, because your spare tire goes right inside here, which I'll probably show that too, right, Mark? So not really any kind of place that you can put in for a motorized to bring it back up, but it's a quick release. And then we have a little bag here so you can, you know, separate maybe the breads from the other things that could squish it. We have a funnel. This is if you ran out of gas, your roadside assistance guys would come out to you. You put this inside because it's the right width to go in, and then you pour the gas in from there. And it just goes right back in like so. Now, not only can you do it from the front to open the tailgate, lower the tailgate, and do it here on the key, you can also do the lift or close of the tailgate rather right here. I'm going to do that, so watch your arm, Mark. If it was coming down and a child or something was there, it's just going to touch it, pinch right back up. The most that would happen is maybe just make the person nervous. It wouldn't do anything else. I'm going to show you where the camera is. And here's the camera, so that's what you're going to see out of, which is in a great location because if the snow comes down in this groove that's in the car, it's really helping from anything getting on there. And of course, the glass does not lift on these. It's just one solid piece that's up there. Bring that around over here. What I'm going to do is just have Mark sit in the passenger side just so we can turn on the vehicle and you can see the navigation screen and know that it's okay, Chris. Now we're inside the cabin of the vehicle. The key can pretty much be in your pocket, your wife's purse, inside the center console. All you're going to do is step on the brake, push the button, and it's going to start up automatically for you. Something that we can just look up here real quick, you do have the THX audio system. That's a surround sound system. It's phenomenal. It's like going to the movie theaters and having that set up and design. If Mark can just pan here, now you can see the buttons a little bit better for the audio, and I don't know if you can get the screen there. And that's going to be the screen. You can set for mileage. We can do our settings through here. We can do information through here, and then we can go right up into our display. 20 miles to empty, but you can go over and then you get the RPM gauge. Okay, on this navigation screen, now all the cars are going to come with the screen, but not necessarily do they have navigation. But this is where you can control your heated seats, your heated steering wheel, your air conditioned seats on both the passenger and driver's side. If I push my finger up here, it's going to give me my display for my navigation system. So here's the navigation, and that runs all on an SD card. So basically upgrades can be done. You can also you have your single to CD system that's right in here, but then you have your Sirius radio, a USB port that you can plug into and play music through there, as well as your iPod. That's a very complete system. Again, with the surround sound system, if I put on the audio, there we go. It has clock displays, sound, vehicle settings. If we do sound, one of the features that it has is you can play a demo, which will give you what the surround sound system would be like. So just going to bring it up for a moment. So you can see that the surround sound system is very clear, very nice, every type of music that you can play. Now when we get into our destination mode and we have my home, we have favorite places, previous destinations, point of interest, emergency spots, which would be hospitals, police stations local to your location, street addresses, intersections, city centers, and then as we just showed you, your map. What that basically means is here's our main road, and you have your little arrow here that's red. That means that the street's congested. This little green here, that just means it's a go, as well as if it's yellow, it just means that it's going to be very slow traffic. Also, if you have a destination in there and there's a car accident, you'd see an icon come up there and just let you know that we have there. That's the reason that you have the delay. You can have your traffic list, which is going to be through Sirius TravelLink, but we have I-93, Everett Turnpike. These are the different locations that are close to us. We can look for incidents. And again, here's a rollover sign just showing that there might have been a car accident. And then it just shows some of the different signs that you might see while you're during your driving. If we go into I, which is our TravelLink system, we can do traffic nearby, we can do weather reports, which is basically going to take this information. You can do current, we can look at a 5-day, which looks like tomorrow some rain, some showers, and as well as on Saturday it's going to go nice again. Sunday will be windy. And then we can have a quick map here, and that should just show everything coming through. And it just, you can chart it, you can storm it, and then that just gives you an idea. Here's our location. Go back. We have our sports info. Don't know if you're a sports fan, but obviously we are New England fans. So we can set up things like our teams for NBA, NFL, NHL. We can also see when a team is playing and who won, who lost. Fuel prices, so if you travel the road quite a bit and you're traveling in your vehicle, you may want to look at fuel. Whoever's closest to you, 0.42 miles, 7-Eleven, $2.76 is the gas. You can do it by A to Z, and you can also do it by whoever has the cheapest prices, again to your location. Green means today's prices, orange means yesterday's prices, and this kind of pinkish red means it's a couple days ago. So again, this is just the setup on your navigation system, having your map, which works out beautifully, and you can do it a couple different views. You can do it side, showing the arrows. and then you get your full, and then you get your range, of course, as well, where you can do 0.5 miles, 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, and so on from there. 0.75, and there's Livingston Park. So your my temperature is you set up your temperature to what you want, and then that way if anyone makes the adjustments when you get in the car, all you do is hit my temperature and it'll go back to whatever it was that you had it set up in the car the last time. Passenger and driver can set up their own temperature, of course, to whatever their liking is going to be while both people are in the car. And then you have your AC and audio control, or maximum AC, and your filter just to kind of filter the air through the car here, and everything set up on auto. So you can see it's a phenomenal car. The Microsoft Sync system has the microphone here for you. They're going to hear you speak through there, but you'll hear them through your speakers. You've got your home link system, so if you have a universal garage, we can upgrade or download your garage to it, so that way you can use one of the 3 here. And then of course with your Vista roof, once we hit this and we go back, this mesh guard that goes up here actually keeps the thundering sound that goes inside the vehicle, kind of keeps that away, so it's a nice smooth ride, and you can see how far it opens up. And again, all we have to do is just hold this and close it up, and it's automatic. You can just hit it and it'll do it by itself too. There you go, locks right into place. And then we have a tilt mode that's here. Everything else, you got your sunglass holder, your lights, vanity mirrors, which are important to everybody nowadays. So ultimately though, the car driving, handle, and performance have been fantastic. Okay, Chris, so I just wanted to end this. This is that waterfall front grille, kind of like an eagle wing design. This is Lincoln's trademark. This is where you're going to see that difference. The leather interior, the interior itself, plus the boldness of the front. You're a luxury buyer, you should drive a luxury car. This is it. It is across the board from J.D. Powers with Cars.com. Everybody's been talking a lot about the vehicle. They think it's going to be the best-selling vehicle on the market as it comes or gets more out onto the market. They're not making a ton of them. We just got lucky enough to have the 5 that we have, but we also have 5 on order, which made it easy enough. So, again, I'm Chris. It's a pleasure. I can't wait to see you and your family inside the dealership. Go for a real test drive, and I'll be looking forward to it. Please call me at 623-7291 with any questions whatsoever. And again, Chris from State Motors.